This June 2020 for Pisces Risings is a really beautiful mix of polarized energies kind of in a way, because there is a chapter or a sentiment around work ending as this creative energy comes out for you. If you're excited to dive into what the astrology, what the tarot cards, and what the oracle deck cards have to say for you and your rising sign this month, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, current philosophy student, and witch proudly out of the broom closet. I combine traditional Hellenistic astrological techniques with modern psychological counseling dynamics in order to provide grounded spiritual guidance. So for this June, there are fewer major transits than usual, but the transits that are important are really important, so we're going to dive a bit deeper into what those are. Starting on the 5th, there is a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius lighting up your 4th house, 10th house axis. This is a full moon on steroids, basically. I have a full video on this down below. This is a culmination or a 6-month-long high point of an ending around your career matters that are closing up and you are letting go of to make more space and more drive for energy at home, around home and family. That's really going to be a focus for you over the next 18 months as what you're looking to attract and accumulate. So there likely could be a chapter, a workplace dynamic ending, or it could be you considering the way that your energy at work needs to change and a part of that self-dying out. You can watch the full video down below, but this is a really, this is really pivotal for you because this is showing up in really important houses for you that are very distinct and you will notice. Then on the 18th, Mercury is stationing retrograde in your Cancer 5th house. Mercury retrograde in the 5th house is a reanalysis of the way that you communicate with children, romantic partners, with your creative projects, looking back at the way in which your language and your information processing with kids or with your romantic partner or with the way that you create art needs to change to be more emotionally supportive. So even though Mercury retrogrades are generally logic-based and editing the logistics of things, this is in a water sign in Cancer around emotional perseverance and the way that we make ourselves feel comfortable and safe. So how do the words and the communication style in that area of your life need to change to make the most safety and comfort for you to feel? On the 20th, the sun is then entering Cancer, further illuminating this creative, really abundant part of your life. This area of fun, this is the fun part of the chart basically, is going to be the focus, because then on the 21st, there is a solar eclipse in Cancer in your 5th house, a new moon on steroids. Full video on this one linked down below, which is, I highly recommend you watch it because it's a complicated, nuanced, interesting new beginning. And for you, it's in a really fun, really creative part of your sky, dealing with the new beginning that you're ingraining around your creativity, either with your other person, either with the children that you created, or with your artistic projects, as a means of the focus shifting to home. So it's kind of like you are having one last new beginning in what you're pursuing in your creativity, so that you can now have the energy move towards home, family, and building that supportive base beneath you as the safety you have in your art projects or with your partner or with a child feel more secure and steady from the effort that you're diligently putting in towards this. Then on the 25th, Venus stations direct in your Gemini 4th house. So over the past few weeks, Venus retrograde in your 4th house has meant a reanalysis of relationships and pleasures in your 4th house of home, family, and property, as how you feel safe, what you value in that area of your life. Venus stationing direct means now you're ready to move ahead with the new relationship dynamics, with the new, you could have been redecorating and renovating, and now it's like the project is moving forward. The way that you're beautifying your home and family area of your life, whether with people or in the physical space. On the 27th, Mars enters your Aries 2nd house, and Mars will be there for the rest of 2020 because Mars is going to have an extended retrograde period for this year. Mars rules Aries, so while it's at home, it has a lot of resources to do its job of severing, cutting, and bringing trouble pretty well, which could mean that if you were born during the day, this is a bit more difficult. If you were born at night, this is a bit more constructive around increased effort, focus, drive, and division showing up in finances. This could mean that you are having to cut away excessive spending. It could mean that you are putting in a lot of work towards making money. I know that's what it's been like for me when Mars is in my second house and I have a day chart. It's not so much like I'm going through a lean time or I'm broke or something. It's like I'm really focused on making money, so that could be showing up for you. And then the month culminates on the 30th with Jupiter conjoining Pluto in your Capricorn 11th house. You are well aware that over the past few years there has been a lot of trauma, drama, transformation occurring in your 11th house of groups, friends, organizations. And now as the month ends, there is another little blip in the drama of networking showing up. Could be another time for you to cut away the groups and people that aren't in your best interest. It could also be that there is a lot of energy coming out of the groups or organizations you're a part of that you're just having to kind of ride out. So as you can see, you're finding this creative flow and the fun that you can dedicate yourself to as a chapter ends at work and one blossoms at home. So if that is showing up for you, let me know down below. I am very interested to hear you and your stories. I love hearing your comments. And let's pull a Dark Angels Tarot deck card for Pisces Risings for June 2020. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This makes a lot of sense because this is literally working to solve material problems. So you might be getting resourceful about the way in which you continue on your art. Maybe there is a lack of resources either monetarily or physically for you to do what you thought you were going to do, and now you're being resourceful, and that unlocks a new chapter in the way that you view your life plan, and there's a really inventive quality to your problem solving in tangible earthly matters of resources during this time. Finally, let's pull a Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck card for a final word of Oracle deck guidance for Pisces Risings this June. We have Yule, Rebirth. Let's see what the book says for Yule, Rebirth. You waned, now growing like the sun, who was born again, the light has won. With Yule log placed upon the fire, rebirth delivers heart's desire. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be there, it is done. So after during a few months of cutting people away, of endings regarding your people in your life or the relationships that you once held, now it's kind of like, okay, there's a lot of fertile ground beneath me that is pruned, that is wiped away, that I am ready to launch myself off of with my personal creativity, which speaks to my soul and what brings and illuminates my life. And I think that's really exciting to springboard into the rest of 2020 with. So if this speaks to you, like always, subscribe, do all the things, and comment down below anything showing up for you in your chart, any stories you want to share. Check out Rashi down below, check out my private consultations if you are interested in getting a reading during this time. Sending so much love, and I will see you in the next one.
But there is one thing you're all